How's it going, guys? I'm Braxton. I'm here in the lab making some hook corn. I'm using deer corn. Regular whole corn. Alright. You gotta boil it. The key to hook corn is you want to boil it long enough to where you can inject your bait needle inside of the boiling and not have to drill it, because drilling takes a very long time. So these have been going probably for about 2 hours now. So I'll grab a few. When you're testing them, always grab a few, just so you can make sure, because some of the corn's bigger and just different and all that. So, a piece of corn. Goes through the bait needle pretty good. And that's what we want. That's all we want. Take all 5 of those and make sure everything's cooked pretty thoroughly. Oh yeah, that'll work. Because you don't want to cast this out. You know, when you get up in distance, 100, 120, 150 yards, you know, that's some impact on the water, and you don't want your corn coming off. All right. We'll just throw those back in there. Now, what I'm going to do is I was going to add something to it, but I'm not. Alright. I'm going to take this off. Just let it sit here while I get adjusted. Alright, come over to my drying rack. Okay. Now, I'm not necessarily trying to dry the corn. I just want to cool it off. That's all I want to do is just cool the corn off. Now I'm saving the water. The reason I'm doing this is because I want to save the water, because I plan on making some buoys here in a little bit. So I'll put this back on the eye. And here's the corn. Like I said, all I want to do is cool it down. See, you want most of them perfect. It's about 98% perfect. All right, so while I'm waiting, okay, here we go. All right, cool. So while I'm waiting, I'll show you what we got here. We have some carp dips. This is R&W carp juice bait dip. Okay. All right. I also have some blue raspberry. This stuff's pretty cool. It'll kind of gluten up. It'll get real thick if you use enough of it and you get it mixed up well. And we'll go with, I used all that. Let's see. I don't know where I'm going with. What's this? Oh, that's Frankenstein. We'll go with that and something stinky. Alright. I think this is called Franken's Fur, something like that. This is a flavor by Carp. It's an old flavor. They're under a new name now, which is Proline Baits. But this is a old bottle. Um, I'll leave these in here because these are the flavors that I use to make hook baits and stuff with. So. All right, cool. Those have cooled down some. So basically, I'll take a handful of this corn. I have some already in the bottle. Put those in there. Power went out. You don't want to fill it all the way up to the top. Okay, so I'll take a little bit more of this blue raz. Now just get it in there. You want these, you just want it to stink. You want it to smell. Alright. The lid on it. Start shaking it up. It looks powdery now, but it'll turn to a liquid pretty soon. Alright, that's the first one. Alright, the next one we'll do is the R&W Concord Grape. Alright, it's filled up pretty good. We'll just pour it in there. Nothing special, no special amount. You really want to get everything submerged. That helps out a lot. Alright. Woo. That's the Concord Grape. Alright. The last one we'll do is Carp Pro Frankenstein. Same thing, let's get these things covered up. Way you have some in the bottom. Shake them up every now and then. Let them sit. Have you a good container, something to keep them in. If you're not going to use them, you're going to need to refrigerate, or you can freeze these. Yeah, because they will go bad. So yeah, make sure you put these up somewhere where they're going to last. And they're really not going to be anything really worth using until about a week from now. Because you want to give it enough time for the flavors to get inside of the corn. While it finishes up, it's cooling. It'll take on a lot of the flavor.